Welcome to Do It for the Gram and Enneagram podcast with your host, certified Enneagram coach Milton Stewart. What we do for the Enneagram, not Instagram. We make moves to improve our lives and those in our community. So this is just a quick updated episode about what's coming next for Do It for the Gram podcast. Thank you so much for those who have been working with me and rocking through the systemic racism series that I've had on this podcast. I've had a lot of great reviews from people, which is really good because people are actually trying to improve not just their lives, but their community as well, because that's what Enneagram work is. It's not just about you. All right. So something I have coming up, the Global Summit is right around the corner. So the Global Summit, the Enneagram Global Summit, is done every year through what's called the Shift Network. And what it is, it's some of the best Enneagram teachers, not all the best Enneagram teachers, but it is some of the best Enneagram teachers kind of around the world, but especially from America, which they're all combined on this amazing platform called the Shift Network. And there's videos and audio of using these experts using the Enneagram in many different forms and different ways. It's a wonderful way to learn more about the Enneagram, more facets, and even just from different teachers on there, which is absolutely amazing and absolutely great. I definitely recommend it. There's going to be a link in there because yours truly is actually going to be a part of the Global Summit, and I'm on 2 panels. One panel is about masculinity and the Enneagram. So what does that look like? Why is the Enneagram a little bit more safer for men to do personal development work? Because, a lot of times when I do Enneagram conferences or trainings, there's usually way more women than men. But even the space of deep personal development or any emotional work usually does not have a lot of men in it, unfortunately. And there's something that obviously we have to get to, and we kind of talked about it a little bit on there. And so we kind of discussed some of that, and we talk about toxic masculinity too, for sure. So that is something. There is one part on that panel I wanted to get to, which was more of like the great parts of masculinity too, but we didn't necessarily get to that in our panel. But that's a panel with me, Tyler Sitt, Russ Hudson, and Mario Sikora. So I'm very honored to be on that one. And then the other panel I'm on is called, I think, Free to Be Me. And it is the bum diggity. Like, it is so good because we're actually talking about using the Enneagram in a way that truly allows people to be themselves and to free them from the constraints that our society has. Especially we're talking about America and the different things we've been through. That panel is amazing. Like, at the end of it, like, I was about to tear up. It was so good. So on this panel, it's me, it's Reverend Naeem, it is Gabe Torres, it's Abby Robbins, it's also Tyler Sitt, and we just go in very well, very eloquently, very passionately on just things on the Enneagram and like free to be yourself and how the Enneagram should be a tool for freedom and how it needs more work in diversifying it still, even though it is working. And I believe it's definitely becoming more diverse, but it needs a little bit more work as well. And so we address some of those things, those heavy topics. We hit them head on, and I love it. And there's some laughter in there too, for sure, because, I'm on there, so I make things kind of funny, even when I'm telling some deep truths, which is great. But besides that, please sign up for that. That'll be in the link in the show notes here. I would love to see you there. I'm not really going to see you because it's all like pre-recorded, but I would love to know that you went, and so we can even discuss it, or you can send me a message about it, something you learned from the Global Summit, which would be amazing. Also, coming up, I have my Kaizen Careers Enneagram Certification Program, which starts January 7th. I have a small group right now, and I want to keep it small, but I do have a few spots open. And so if you're interested, those are going to be in the show notes as well. But it's my Kaizen Enneagram Academy, where I'm going to be teaching the complete Enneagram. And what I mean by that is that I'm going to teach just about every facet of the Enneagram that I can teach you on within those weeks. And so it's an online program. It's 12 weeks long, and it's every Thursday for about 3 hours. And so what's really cool about it is that it's not just self-paced, but it is community-based. And so there's going to be community assignments you have to do with different people in the group. There are assignments you have to do alone. There's pre-work. There's things that's going to really dive down into really learning the Enneagram and becoming a practitioner, moving from information to actually experience and community. And so I'm going to be teaching these things. And I think one of the best things about this program is going to be that I have a vast amount of knowledge from some of the best teachers. And so that's going to be a combination of all those different things. And so there's many things to come with that. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So if you are interested, go ahead and click the link that will also be in the show notes and sign up. If you have any questions, obviously reach out to me as well, and we can talk about those, because I want to go ahead and finalize who I have coming so that we can really get the ball rolling. And besides that, going forward, the next series we're going to do is going to be defense mechanisms. I have a wonderful person coming on named Elizabeth, and she's going to speak on some of the work that she's been doing on how defense mechanisms show up for each Enneagram type. And I'm going to do episodes on all of those because, I mean, most likely, most people have been in a defensive state based on the state of our country, different things going on. So we're going to address those, because until you address those, it's going to be hard to really start to do some of the work, because what defense mechanisms show us through the Enneagram is that the reality that we perceive that we thought was just so true and so right, we start to look at it and be like, wow, how was I really seeing reality? And was I really seeing it fully? Or was I seeing it through this very warped number type lens? And so I realized that as a 7, my defense mechanism is rationalization. And so that's making everything more positive, and it's like shifting reality to make it sometimes what it's not. And so when I started to realize I did that, it changed many things in my life. And I had to take a step back and say, wow, have I been living in reality, or have I just been creating my thoughts from reality based on my Enneagram type? And so that changed a lot, and that really helped me to do much deeper work, because now I could catch myself and do in these patterns and actually start to be very honest with myself and make good choices based out of honesty and reality, and not just my personality type. So I thank you so much. Don't forget, sign up for the Global Summit. Super awesome, super cool. Tons of great teachers going to be speaking on Enneagram. Then also make sure that you sign up for the KSEP program, Kaizen Complete Enneagram Program Certification. Super excited about doing that. I would love to see you there. And then also stay tuned for the defense mechanisms, because we're going in. And so it's going to be really good as we get ready to prepare for 2021. And we're going to pray, we're going to hope, we're going to wish, we're going to send love, everything we could do to 2021, and hoping that it's better than 2020 has been in a lot of ways for a lot of people in this world. So thank you so much for listening. And remember, if you're out there, you're feeling triggered, remember, take a deep breath, pause, and do it for the gram, the Enneagram, of course. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.